Control flow statements in C. Control flow statements are used to control the flow of program execution. They control the order in which the instructions are executed by executing or skipping a block of code based on some conditions. Conditional or unconditional jumps to different parts of the code. Repeatedly executing a block of code based on some conditions. These are the different control flow statements. If, switch, unconditional branching using goto statement, while loop, do while loop, for loop, break and continue statements. If statement. Syntax. If condition, statements to be executed if condition is true. For any statement, if the condition that is given within the brackets are true, the statements within the curly brackets will be executed. If there is only one statement in the if condition, we need not use the curly brackets. There is only one statement within the if statement, we need not use the curly brackets. If the condition within the if statement is false, it will not execute the statements within the curly brackets and it will skip to the other statements in the program. An example of if statement. Two variables are initialized int a equal to 3 and b is equal to 10. If a less than b, the condition is a less than b. So here the condition is true, 3 is less than 10. So it will execute the operations within the two curly brackets. The statements are two printf statements. The condition is true, %d is less than %d, comma a comma b. So it will print these two statements. So these two statements are executed and it will print like the condition is true, 3 is less than 10, corresponding to these statements. After executing this, it will go to the next statements. Here another statement is given, if a equal to b. Here the condition is a equal to b. So it will check whether a is equal to b. As a is not equal to b, it will skip the statement. But here there are no curly brackets given. That means in the if statement there is only one statement. The statement is printf a is equal to b. As the condition is false, this statement will not be executed. This statement will not be executed and continue with the rest of the statements. So it will skip this statement and the program execution ends here. If there are more statements after this, those statements will be executed. If-else statement. Syntax is if condition, statements to be executed if condition is true, else statements to be executed if condition is false. The operation is if the condition given within the if statement is true, it will execute the statements within the block of statements within if, that is everything that is written after if statement within the curly brackets. If the condition given within if is false, if this is false, it will skip these statements within if and the condition within the else will be executed. If the condition is false, the statements given within the else block will be executed. Here also, If there is only one statement inside if or else, we need not use the curly brackets. An example of if-else statement: two variables a and b are initialized to 3 and 10, integer variables. First condition is if a equal to b. Within if, we have given if a equal to b. So if a equal to b, these statements will be executed. But as a is not equal to b, this statement is false. This condition will return false. So it will not execute the statements within if. So it will go to else statement and execute the statements within the else block. So it will print the condition is false. 3 is not equal to 10. Nested if statement. Syntax is we can write any number of if statements within other if statements or else statements. There is only one example of syntax: if condition 1. If the condition 1 is true, everything within these two curly brackets will be executed. Everything within this will be executed. And inside this if statements, I have given another if statement, that is nesting of if. So if condition 1 is true, then only the second if statement is executed. So if condition 2 is also true, it will execute the statements within these two curly brackets. All the statements within the second if condition. If this is also true, it will go to execution of third if statement, the if statement within this if statement. So if condition 3 is true, if condition 3 is true, the statements inside these two curly brackets are executed. In this way, we can have any number of if statements within other if statements or inside else statements too. Example of nested if statement: int n1, n2, n3, n4. 4 variables are declared as integer type, and these 4 values are scanned: n1, n2, n3, n4. The program is to check whether n1 is the largest. The first value that we enter is the largest or not. So first we check if n1 greater than n2. Here the value n1 we have entered is 100. As 100 is greater than the second value 75, it will check the second if statement. So the first if statement block starts here and ends here. So within this if, this condition is true, so it will execute the next if statement. So if n1 greater than n3 is executed. Here n1 is 100 and n3 is 55. So this condition is also true. That means everything within these two blocks are these two curly brackets are executed. So the next if statement is executed if n1 greater than n4. n1 is 100 and n4 is 80. This condition is also true. That means we have checked whether n1 greater than n2, n1 greater than n3 and n1 greater than n4. If n1 is greater than all these three, then we can print n1 is largest. So it is executing this printf statements and printing n1 is largest. If one of the conditions were wrong, it will exit the conditions. If else ladder. So if and else statements given in the form of a ladder, it is called if else ladder. If condition 1, else if condition 2, else if condition 3, else. So it starts in an if statement, and if the condition given in the if statement, that is condition 1, is true, it will execute the statements within the if statement, and then it will skip the other statements and continue with the rest of the statements. But if this condition 1 is false, it will not execute the statements within if block. It will go to the second if condition, that is else if. The second if onwards we will write it as else if. Else if condition 2. If this condition 2 is true, it will execute the statements within this block and continue with the rest of the program. But if this condition is also false, it will skip this block of statements and go to the third condition, else if condition 3. If this is true, the statements within this block will be executed and continue with the rest of the program. But if this condition is also false, it will go to checking the next if statement. If there are no more else if statements, the last else statements will be executed. So in this way we can have any number of else if statements, and if all the conditions in the if or else if statements are false, it will execute the statements within the else block. An example of if else ladder: program to print numbers in words for any input from 1 to 5. For any other input, print other. Int num. A variable num is declared as integer, and a prompt is given to enter the number. The number is scanned using scanf. In the first if statement, if num equal to 1. So in the particular example, I have entered 2. I have executed and entered the number 2. So this condition is false. This condition is false. So print f1 will not be executed. It will check for the next statement. The next statement is else if num equal to 2. Here the entered value is 2, so this condition is true. As this condition is true, this printf statement will be executed. The statements within these two curly brackets of the else if will be executed. That means 2 will be printed, and the program flow will continue with the rest of the statements. All the other statements will be skipped. These statements will not be executed, and it will continue with the rest of the program.